Hello, welcome back to That's English.
Hello.
Today our documentary is on a fascinating subject, gambling, el juego, las apuestas.
I love gambling.
Really, Annabelle?
Oh, yes, I enjoy a day at the races and I love betting on the horses. Me gusta apostar a los caballos.
Have you got a special system?
No, I just look all the horses directly in the eye and then I make my decision.
Does it work?
I usually lose, but sometimes I win. Anyway, it's fun.
Do you spend a lot of money?
Well, only small stakes, apuestas pequeñas. What about you? Do you gamble?
Occasionally, I bet on football matches. Oh, and every week I buy a scratch card.
Every week? Have you ever won a lot of money?
No, I've never won the jackpot. I've only won small amounts. And you? What's the best win you've ever had?
Ah, that's a secret. Today, we're going to meet someone whose job is gambling.
A professional gambler? Interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
Well, let's listen carefully to what he says.
As you watch, try to answer this question. What is the most popular form of gambling in Britain?
This is going to be really useful.
Let's watch.
Britain has some of the most famous racecourses in the world. And one of the biggest fans of horse racing is the Queen, who also owns several horses. Betting on horses is very popular. But here you can bet on almost anything, from soccer matches to dog races. A bookmaker, or bookie, is the organisation or person who takes your bets. There are bookmaker shops on every high street in Britain. Horse races are also attended by bookies who take the bets there. But nowadays, many bets are made online. Chris Broom is a successful professional gambler. How has gambling in Britain changed?
Gambling has changed very much in this country. Not long ago, the only place you could actually have a bet was on the high street bookmaker. Now we have availability of smartphones and computers.
Online betting has made gambling more popular, and now most people take part in some kind of gambling.
About 3/4 of the population, adult population, are involved in betting in one way or another. There's been a huge increase in the number of types of bets that are available. The most popular is the National Lottery, and we also have scratch cards. I like to bet mainly on horse racing and also on some other sports like football.
As a professional gambler, how much does Chris win?
I've been fortunate enough to have several wins of hundreds of thousands of euros.
Because there are so many kinds of gambling, you can take your pick. Bingo is a social event. It is a chance to meet friends and have some fun.
Yes.
People can bet small amounts of money at bingo. In casinos, the stakes are higher. Gamblers can win and lose much more, playing roulette and poker machines. Danny is a typical gambler. What does he like to bet on?
I love horse racing and I find it extremely exciting and very satisfying, especially when I win.
How much does he spend a week on gambling? And has he ever won a big prize?
Every week I spend around £30 on betting. I've never won a huge amount of money, but one day I hope to win a jackpot.
All gamblers dream of winning the jackpot. We asked Chris what was the most amazing win he has ever heard of.
There have been some amazing wins on the Euro Millions lottery. There have been wins of over 130 million euros for a £2 stake.
Now that's what I call a perfect investment.
Incredible! Someone won a jackpot of 130 million euros for just a £2 stake.
And Chris has won several hundreds of thousands of euros.
Do you think he'll tell me how to do it?
I'm sure he gets very tired of people asking him that.
I suppose so. Another amazing thing he said was that 3/4 of all adults in Britain gamble in some way.
So, do you remember the question? What is the most popular form of gambling in Britain?
Let's watch again.
There's been a huge increase in the number of types of bets that are available. The most popular is the National Lottery, and we also have scratch cards.
So, the most popular form of gambling in Britain is the National Lottery.
Yes, you know, a lot of the money goes to different charity projects.
British athletes got big amounts of money to help them train for the Olympics.
Yes, the London Olympics were a great success. I'll never forget them.
The Olympics were fantastic. And so was 1966, when England won the Football World Cup. But it would be nice to hear about other important sports events in other countries.
Yes, so we asked our friends from different English-speaking countries this question.
Can you tell us about a memorable sports event or sports personality in your country?
Let's see what they said.
New Zealand won the Rugby World Cup. That's always memorable.
The most memorable sports event concerning Jamaicans in the last year has been at the Olympics, with Usain Bolt taking, gold in the 100 meters and the 200 meters and whatever else.
In 2010, Vancouver hosted the Winter Olympics, which was a huge success and very important for Canada because it really brought all the Canadians all across Canada together.
Although I'm not a great fan of cricket, but it is exciting to watch a match between India and Pakistan. It's one of the most popular sports events in India.
I think every South African will say this, but the 1995 World Cup, Rugby World Cup, just been allowed to play international sports against the rest of the world, and we won.
The Sydney 2000 Olympic Games were the biggest sporting event to happen to us, and I think the most memorable. It brought everyone together and had an amazing impact on our country.
I love sport. It helps people to share experiences and it brings people together. Acerca a la gente.
Yes, and some sports personalities are really amazing, like Jamaica's Usain Bolt. He's so exceptional.
Yes, and it's interesting to see that not all countries like the same sports. In Britain and India, people love cricket, but the Americans certainly don't. And rugby is popular in New Zealand, Australia and South Africa.
That's right, but most countries love football and the Olympics.
Yes, a lot of the people we interviewed talked about the Olympics, which is perfect, because in our next road trip, Sam and Katie go to the home of the modern Olympic Games.
What? But they're travelling around Britain.
Well, you're going to have a surprise, Ashley. Listen to the next question. Which sport will Sam compete in next year?
I really want to see this.
What? Oh, sorry. I was dreaming I was in the marathon.
Well, we are at the birthplace of the modern Olympic Games we know today.
This doesn't look much like Greece.
The modern games, Sam, not the ancient ones. Come on, let's go.
Is this the right place?
Look, Sam.
Oh, wow. So how often do you think they hold these games?
Every year, and they're on now. But I wonder where. Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thanks. Which way is it to the Games?
Oh, Wenlock Olympian Games? This way. I'm going there now. Would you like to come with me?
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, can you tell us something about the Games?
I certainly can. I helped to organise the Games.
Oh, perfect. So, when did the Wenlock Games first take place?
1850, a long time ago.
But what's the connection between the Games here and the Olympics?
William Penny Brooks, our founder, he was the inspiration for the modern Olympic Games.
Wow.
Yes.
So who can take part?
Anyone, including you. You have to be an athlete who has worked hard at their sport, children as well as adults.
I think you should compete next year, Sam.
You'd be most welcome. Come on, this way.
So who do you think's going to win?
I think he will. Come on, you can do it!
Hooray! Fantastic! You were right, Katie.
Let's go and watch something else.
Okay.
Ooh, it's exciting, isn't it?
And they're in such great shape.
They obviously don't eat too many biscuits, Sam. Sorry, Sam. Just joking. So, Sam, which sport will you compete in next year?
Well, I'm really good at swimming.
As you like swimming, shall we go to the seaside? I have a very unusual place to show you.
Okay, let's go.
Wow! Isn't that inspiring? The people of Much Wenlock keep the true spirit of the Games alive.
Yes, taking part in the Games is much more important than winning.
Are you saying that I'm competitive?
Well, I don't know.
I'm not.
So what was the answer to the question? Which sport will Sam compete in next year? Let's watch again.
So, Sam, which sport will you compete in next year?
Well, I'm really good at swimming.
So the answer is swimming, because he's very good at it.
Are you good at swimming, Annabelle?
Oh, I was school champion.
Oh, OK. Ugh. Well, I won't race against you at the swimming pool then.
Well, that's all for today. See you for the next programme of That's English. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.